to show you around this job site. It's our first little project of the year here. It's still a little wet, but we're going to try to get her done. So just got the dozer out of the shop, freshly painted, serviced up, ready to go. So we'll see how that works. This is the site here, and that's the old driveway over there. What we're going to do is cut in a new driveway from the road here, straight up, kind of following these tracks right here, because it tends to be what they want to use. Apologize, it's a little windy here today, so probably going to get this camera set up here and maybe just do a time lapse for you guys. But I'll get up here and I'll show you what the plan is here. We're going to call this the wedding barn project. This building in front of us was actually originally built to be a sugar house for maple syrup, and then plans changed and the sugar house went down closer to the farm, which is right down there. You can just see the top of the silo. So I think this is going to end up being a shop in the end, but this couple is getting married in the fall, September, I believe. So we're going to try to get this straightened up, and they plan to have their wedding somewhere up in the back here. So what we're going to do is, they got started with the site work here themselves, but realized that they had a little too much dirt to move. So we're going to dust off that pile of dirt behind the building in the hole, and then we're going to try to make room for I think like an 80-foot tent to come right off the front of this building. So it's pretty wet here, but I'm hoping it'll dry up, get this topsoil stripped off, and get down to harder ground here. And we're gonna try to level it, put some material on the left side of this building, probably run a little bit down the driveway and give them a nice pad here. We'll got a lot of roughing in to do today, so I probably won't need the laser just yet, but at some point here we'll have to set up a laser and shoot some grades. I think I'm gonna set this camera up somewhere up here out of the mud, where maybe you can kind of see most of what I'm doing. You probably won't see much when I'm pushing behind the building there, but you'll get the gist of it. All right, we'll be back in a few. Alright, good morning everybody. We're back here at the wedding barn project. Got my secret weapon with me today. Say hi, Garrett.
Hi.
We only got a couple hours to work here yesterday because it was that guy's birthday. So we had to leave early. Go hit some golf balls indoors because we live in New York. So yeah, we got skid steer here today. So we're both gonna have at it, try to get some dirt moved, some topsoil stripped, and get ready to put this driveway in, hopefully. So we'll give her the berries today, right, bud?
Oh yeah.
All right, get that thing off there. We'll get buckets switched, and I'll go over what we got to do. We'll get this dozer fired up so that can warm up quick here while he gets that unloaded. I forgot to mention it's his 17th birthday yesterday. He's getting pretty good with that machine. Check the oil here. Oh yeah, we're good. Headed downhill a little here too, so. Coolant looks good. Cold start. Contact. Turn the master switch on. Starts like a champ. Alright, so what we gotta do here, we'll have to move this bucket because that's right in the way. So I already started getting the topsoil down low, and we got to finish this, moving this topsoil up here, up into that pile. And customer wants 16 feet out from this building, sloped away, and then sloped back up, and we'll end up doing some drain tile around the upper side of this building, out here 16 feet, and then we got to go about 80 feet beyond the end of the building, so you can see how much has got to be cut out of there. So basically you can take the skid steer and start working on getting this topsoil all moved back into that windrow I've already started, and we got to go 80 feet past the end of the building. So that topsoil is good.
Start digging out.
Start taking 8 inches of this topsoil. You can see what I started, just continue it. And I'm gonna get up here and start cutting this hard pan down and putting it around the other side of the building. A lot of customers always do this. They put the building up before they do the site work, which makes it a lot more difficult for us, a lot more time consuming. I wish he'd called me before. I could have had this all leveled up for him, but we'll get her. All right, sounds good. Start having at it, bud. Okay, we're back here after lunch. We'll do a quick walk around. Garrett was getting his tracks cleaned out a little bit there. So we got this, we got most of the dirt spread around the front here, over to about in here. And then we'll dust the topsoil back over the top of it. This is what I was trying to, I don't know if you see the footage in the time lapse. We were having to push the dirt across the back of the building, down the end, and then back across the front of the building. So had we done this before the building, would have been a nice easy straight push right to the other side. And so while I was working on cutting this out, which is extremely hard, as you can see, starting to make a little bit of water here too. That's why we're going to do the drainage around here. So while I was doing that, Garrett was stripping off some more topsoil out front here, and I can start pushing that from the uphill side down and get our area in the front here leveled out. And then what I'm going to have him do, I'm going to come over here with the dozer, and I think he's got it stripped about far enough here. So I'm going to make a nice straight pass from here to the front of the dump truck there, where the driveway is going to meet the road. I'll make 2 lines to get him started, and he can start stripping the topsoil out of that while I'm leveling this up. And we'll go from there. Sound like a plan, man?
Yep.
And I'll put you guys on the machine and we'll go to town. Okay, I don't know how well y'all can hear me on this thing, but that's where the driveway's going. I'm going to mark it out, and then Garrett's going to strip it out this way. All right, we're just gonna clean this up. All right, get all this flattened out down here, and where this water is going, try to get it ditched so it's in a narrow channel, and get it to go off into that hayfield by the birdhouse there or something. Keep it off our dirt here.
Sounds good.
All right, good.
So, I just got done tracking this in with the skid steer. Dad's not here right now, but we wanted to get all this water out of here because it's supposed to rain. And I got that all ditched out with the skid steer, and we're looking pretty good with that. And then also over here there's more water, so I had to dig even more out of this puddle to drain that, and I'll show you here. We got that dug right out, so it's going off into that field over there, so it doesn't affect our site work we got going down right now. And yeah, as you can see, got all this tracked up. It's looking pretty good, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
It's a nice lineup you got going here, bud. Look at that. He even cleaned his tracks. I didn't even have to tell him. Atta boy. I actually had Garrett come here today because he's off school this week. So I had him come here and kind of fluff and buff all this and get it tracked in with a skid steer. We got about a week's worth of rain and snow coming, so kind of wanted to get it straightened up before that. He got a little diversion ditch put in here. This site has a lot of water. You can see it's running water pretty good. So he's got that daylighted way down there in the field, where hopefully it'll stay away from our driveway for now. Ultimately, we're gonna put a swale right down through here on the edge of this driveway, right down to the ditch at the road. So that should take care of this. Well, he's got it looking pretty good here. He did a good job. So we got that berm of topsoil up here kind of protecting us from the runoff up above for now. So this, hopefully this will settle in, dry up, and we're going to gravel this whole area right here in front of this barn and the driveway down through. I've got gravel coming next week. Looks like towards the end of next week is going to be pretty decent weather. So we're just dropping the mini excavator off up here. So as soon as we can, we're going to get this drainage done on the upper side of this building. That'll help dry it up also. So it's that time of year. They're talking 4 to 8 inches of snow later this week. So we'll do what we can do. That'll be it on this one for a little while. We're out. Thank you.